Hey everybody, I'm just waiting for some people to join in here tonight, but I'm doing another live shave. This time I'm going to be using the new Cremo Lathering shaving cream. Picked up, if you guys saw my last post, my most recent post, I picked up 2 of these sets for under 10 bucks. It's crazy. Came with the following. So I actually have 3 horsehair brushes, all of them Cremo. When I was first starting off in wet shaving, I went to Target because I heard that they were selling these, and I heard that they were V-longs underneath the Cremo brand. So I went and purchased one of these. It was individually packaged, and it is slightly different than the one that comes with the gift set. So let me go ahead and show you. I have my Cremo brush sitting here in my late 40s Old Spice glass mug, steeped in hot water. But I'm going to go ahead and lift it out of here so that way you can go ahead and see the subtle differences in color and a slight difference in size and shape. So you're not going to be seeing that significant of a difference with these, but they both have about the same weight. They both seem to be well made, well done. As far as horsehair brushes go, this was my first and only exposure to horsehair. There is something that you need to consider if you do consider to buy one of these gift sets that came with my other horsehair brush, is that horsehair does require, after you're done shaving, for you to go ahead and brush the hair out. Just because it's horsehair, it's going to be a little bit tricky. It's going to be a little bit unconventional when you're using a horsehair brush versus synthetic versus badger versus boar. They're just a different animal, literally. So just keep that in mind when you're using these. But they're great. They're extremely soft bristles. That's one of the reasons why I bought it. I have a Burma Shave boar brush. That was my first brush I ever bought. And it was just a little bit rough. Now it's not. Now that I let it actually sit in the hot water for a lengthy period of time. But these are a lot softer. Extremely soft. Close to synthetic soft in my mind. So we're going to get started, not with this one, but I'm going to use one that came with a gift set. Now on to the Cremo Lathering Shave Cream. This is cool. When I first got into wet shaving, and especially on now that I buy more artisan, so I buy more online, I buy with my eyes first. So when I'm looking around at products, when I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to get, I read, of course, the description. So again, the eye thing, I'm looking for specific ingredients or a good flow of ingredients, good scent profiles. And I'm also looking at presentation. And I can tell you, out of all the shaving soaps that I have, except for maybe the Holy Black, this looks sharp. I mean, it looks great. It's got this beautiful kind of oak, bourbony kind of plastic container. So this is plastic, but it's gorgeous. I love how it looks. I love how it's presented. That's one thing that I think Cremo has definitely done right in their products, is that they're presented very well. They're very pleasing to the eye. So it's something that you'd like to have in your shave den. And just wait till I take a picture of everything that I'm using tonight all together and post it later tonight. It looks so cool. But this is a 4.5 ounce tub of shaving cream. And you can see they fill it up pretty generously there. So it's in there. And it smells really good. I can definitely smell the vetiver. The scent notes in this are notes of bourbon, vetiver, and oak. So very interesting. Impossibly Slick formula fights nicks, irritation, and razor burn. Specially formulated for use with a brush for a rich, luxurious shave. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and just leave this open. So go ahead and set that off to the side. It's got kind of this old school barbershop kind of scent. It's not quite barbershop because you've definitely got the bourbon, you've definitely got the oak, you've got the vetiver. So it's a different blend of scents there, but they come together in a very old school way, which reminds me of barbershop. So the closest thing that I feel that I have that would go well with this is Fine American Blend. Absolutely love this aftershave. It's one of the strongest aftershaves that I have as far as the scent profile. I figure it's like an 8 because I can smell this on me all day long, and it's very strong. I like it a lot. Then I'm going to follow that up with my Cremo Bourbon and Oak EDT. So I really like this. It's going to pair really well with that because it's a similar scent profile. Oh, I love it. My girlfriend loves this. She absolutely loves this stuff. And it's pretty cheap. All these products, minus Fine American Blend, can be bought at Target. and I also, you can tell it's been banged up because I carry this with me almost everywhere, is my solid cologne, Cremo, Bourbon, and Oak. Really like this stuff. It's great to layer your scents. That's what I really like to do. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this for the razor tonight. I am using a recently stropped Wade & Butcher. Go ahead and get this pulled up here so that way you guys can see. Beautiful, beautiful razor. It was honed by a gentleman off of the Facebook groups for the Straight Razor Honing Facebook page. I can't remember his name for the life of me. I'll try to reference that later on in the post that I make for the Shave of the Night. But excited to get this started. So go ahead and wet the face and we will get started. I haven't really seen any content out there in regards to people actually showing shaves with the new Cremo product. And I've been asking around, seeing if it's worth it, but for under 10 bucks for 2 tubs of soap and 2 horsehair brushes by Vilong, or Vlong, however you pronounce that, I think that's a pretty good deal. And they had 4 when I went to Target tonight. So I literally saw someone post about it, so I ran to Target and grabbed me 2 of them. Okay. And this, like I said, has been sitting in my nice hot mug, my late 40s Old Spice mug. Tell it's good to go. Just kind of wring that out just a little bit. And we'll get started. We'll load this up and do a face lather tonight. Now, because this is a cream, it shouldn't take me that long to actually load the brush itself. It shouldn't take too much cream. That's just my experience with creams. This could be a little bit different, but I can already tell this is lathering already significantly better than what my first exposure was to their shaving products, which was this. This smells wonderful. It's one of the reasons why I picked it up. Found it at Walgreens. It's the original formulated concentrated shave cream bourbon scent, really nice. You can tell I was trying to stick with this bourbon theme when I was first getting started. It's when I also bought my EDT, my solid cologne. But what I didn't understand is this was not supposed to really lather up. It's just a cream that you're supposed to kind of apply gingerly across the face. And I got really frustrated because I could not get it to lather up. And that was when I was first getting into wet shaving, so I just didn't really know what I was doing. In horsehair brushes, you apply the shaving cream differently. You really don't want to go in too many concentric circles because it'll knot up your brush. Horsehair, in my opinion, is the only one I've found so far that does that knots up like that. So I like to just kind of slap it on, move it around a little bit. But like I said, you're going to be brushing these out typically once you're done. So if you want to do it in concentric circles, go ahead. But you can tell that the scent is wonderful. That bourbon's really coming out. That bourbon and that oak are what's I'm smelling primarily right now. Very masculine scent. There aren't a lot of artisans out there that do that sort of scent. I see a lot of tobacco. I don't see a lot of bourbon and oak. But I mean, look at this. It's nice, it's thick, it's not streamy, it's not thin, it's not airy. This is really great. Now I've heard there are other shaving cream is not that great. The sandalwood that they released before this, way back. But this is fantastic. So far, it feels wonderful. And I will be posting this to YouTube. I finally figured out how to save my live videos, so I'm going to save this, put it on YouTube, and I'll of course be posting it here for 24 hours after the video is done. So if you can't watch, can't join in, I will have it there. So completely, just give you guys some options. All right, I think we're pretty much good to go on that. Looks pretty good. Might dab a little bit more water. only pet peeve really about doing these live videos is I cannot control the auto exposure, or at least I haven't figured out a way to do that yet. So that's my only big beef. Just one second. Grab a towel. But the smell of this is really good. I'm definitely glad I got two. Let's drop this 50 times on the, what is it, my Dovo? Yeah, my Dovo leather strop. And typically what I like to do when I'm testing out soaps, in order to make sure I'm getting that ultimate protection that I'm going to need, I like to use sharper razors. So I like to use straights, I like to use shavettes, because those are the razors that I need ultimate glide, I need really good protection. It lets me feel a little bit more how that soap performs under, these more specific conditions. Plus, any excuse to get out the straights is always welcome. So far, I can tell you that the slickness is there. Even after the shaving cream's gone, I'm still getting slickness. And of course, I'm leading some of that over there, but I'm still getting that slickness, which is really impressive for such a mass-produced product. And when you're talking about $4 for 4.5 ounces worth of soap, this is incredible. Yeah, I'm not worried at all with this straight. Sometimes, depending on the soap, you might be. Just because you're like, am I going to really be protected enough? Oh, the name of the soap is the Cremo Lathering Shave Cream, purchased at Target on clearance for like $4 a thing of soap. Crazy. With scent notes of oak, bourbon, and vetiver. And I'm definitely smelling the oak, and I'm definitely smelling the bourbon right now. It's a very, very pleasant scent. So if you like darker, more intense scents in your soaps, this is probably a good option for you. Take these off. No, it's not. When I first started out in the hobby, I started out with their, I've actually got it right here, their original formula concentrated shave cream. Was not that impressed by this, but I thought it was a lathering type of cream. So I was really disappointed that it didn't lather. But my amateur self did not know that it was not supposed to. But the scent profile is really good. I've had that cream for months. And I keep it in the other part of my shaved in, which is in the guest bedroom. And the guest bedroom smells like bourbon. It smells really nice. Another thing I like about straights. You can adjust that blade angle and you can get nice clean lines if you got a beard. See, I've heard that is really good. I've really been impressed by Cremo. Their products in general, my EDT, I can smell this all day, especially when I pair that with the solid cologne. Really love doing that. My girlfriend absolutely loves this scent. She likes darker, more spicier type scents. Which I'm glad, because that's what I prefer myself. Though, of course, I do have my fair share of lighter scents. Not necessarily floral, but I do love citrus, like lemon, tangerine, orange. But my favorite scents are typically those that are spicy, like holiday scents. Oh yeah, it's getting nice and close. Feels really good. Really glad I bought 2 tubs of this stuff. I would have regretted it if I had just gotten one. And as soon as I'm done posting this and I post my shave of the night officially, I'm going to tag Cremo and be like, hey, I really hope you guys are going to be selling these tubs individually in this same format, because the tubs are gorgeous in and of themselves. I don't know for those of you that are just joining in, but get 4.5 ounces worth of soap in here, of cream. And it reminds me a lot of the American Crew tubs that you get with the pomade. It's got that kind of same tint to it. It's a very nice bourbon-y kind of look to it. I like it. I like it a lot. Something that looks good and you're shaved in. So definitely can't complain about that. Yost, my man, what's up? It's just a nice relaxing shave tonight. But hope you guys are having a great start to your 2019. And I don't know, man, I can do 2 shaves a day, no problem. My hair just grows insanely quick. I mean, this beard has grown pretty fast from nothing since, Christmas, when I had nothing. So I used to hate that. When I was an AFR OTC, my captain, it drove her nuts. She absolutely hated it, because she'd always ask me to go and shave again, and I'm like, well, I just used a 4-blade razor on my face, not just this afternoon, but my hair is growing so fast. I will say I do look better with, of course, the DEs or the straights. It just shaves closer. But I do love my 2 shaves of the day. 1 at night, 1 in the morning. And the funny thing is it's not like you're watching me at Applebee's. Get an appetizer for me, all right? I passed by IHOP on my way to Target to get this stuff. And I was like, man, if Tiff didn't have rehearsal tonight, I'd suggest us go to IHOP. Maybe I will when she gets back. Though I think she was wanting pizza. But no, seriously, I can't remember where you live, Yost, but if you, Dakota, I know I live not too far from Dakota with like hours, but if you, Dakota, and I are in the same area, we all need to go grab some drinks, catch up on our RDR2 stuff. Oh, you're in Missouri. That's right. Yeah, that's just a few hours too. Tiff and I, my parent, gave us season passes to Silver Dollar City. It's one of our favorite places. So we're going to be going up there a lot for little mini vacays, day vacations and stuff like that, because we absolutely love it. That's one thing that, we have tons in common, but that's definitely a thing that we both agree on, is we love going to Silver Dollar City. Yeah, man, totally will. You know I will. I think that'd be a blast. Well, that is pretty much it for the shave. Everything feels really smooth. The shaving cream did its job. It protected my face. I've got no nicks, cuts, anything like that. It feels very moisturized. It feels good. It feels like any of the best artisan soaps that I've used. Very impressed with Cremo on this product. Again, tonight I used the Lathering shaving cream by Cremo that they had in their little gift sets. And I don't think that they release these individually, but if they do, I'm going to be buying a ton of these things if they're at the right price, of course. I've already got 2, so. But, and I was also impressed with this brush. Now, I did have to soak this, wash it under soap multiple times before using it tonight, because that's the other thing with horsehair is, does this sucker stank? I mean, this thing is nasty when you are first wetting this brush and getting used to it and everything. Ooh, man, it stinks. Doesn't smell like a wet dog. It smells like someone took a crap on a wet dog. It's pretty bad. But after I soaked it, massaged, I actually took some of my bourbon cream that I don't really use that much and massaged it into the bristles, let it sit there for a good 30 minutes. It did great, and it's held up better than my other one. My other one is fine. I feel like this retained its shape better than this one typically does. So I don't know what the case is with that, but if you guys didn't see it earlier, here's the one I bought individually packaged several months ago that I've used a couple times. Here's the one I purchased tonight. It's a great small brush, good for traveling. It's probably the smallest brush that I have. But I was very pleased with this. I mean, it built up the lather the way I wanted to. It's just a different shaving or a different lathering method, because really with these, you don't want to do too many concentric circles. You're going to knot up your horsehair. So you really want to just kind of do the back and forth motions and kind of get your lather built up that way, and just properly moisturize your face. Make sure there's plenty of water on there. That way it's really going to build up that lather. But very impressed with this. So let me go ahead and follow up with my other products tonight. That's just something about animal hair. Unless you're buying something that's, that they've kind of pre-warned for you as far as getting that smell out, which I know some of the brush makers will do that. Most animal hair brushes have a really nasty smell to them. Now, my Sterling Badger that I bought did not have a bad smell to it when I first got it. But my boar did, my first horsehair did, this Cremo horsehair brush did. So your miles may vary, but generally speaking, I would say that's what you're gonna see. And I like to pat my face dry, just because you just took a razor to your face. You don't want to be like scrubbing it all around, in my opinion. I see some of these other YouTubers and other live streamers on Instagram, they're just like, oh yeah, let me get all this soap off. I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you want to, I mean, your face is, just had a razor taken to it, but that's what you want to do. But I mean, whatever works for you. Fine American blend. And honestly, this is definitely a different kind of scent, but I think they work surprisingly well together. And I absolutely love this stuff. I want to try Fine's other products, because I bet they're as strong as the American blend aftershave, because that sucker is strong. It's one of the strongest aftershaves that I have. The only other aftershaves I've seen so far, I haven't tried APR's aftershave, but Ariana and Evans, their aftershaves, their skin food, smells fantastic. It lasts all day long. I can smell that stuff all day long. Love Asian Plum. PAA, their aftershaves, very strong. Love that. I love a long and strong scent. I am not afraid of a strong scent. That's what I want. So dial it up. Trying to think of who else. I feel like I was going to say somebody else has a really good strong scent. Oh, well, of course, the Fine American blend stuff is extremely strong. But those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. The scent just really, pow, hits you in the face and smells great. But very impressed with this, not only because of the performance, but also the presentation. I would like to see other artisans kind of take something like this, which I wish, actually, I do. One of the reasons why I really like APR2 is the presentation. It's got this really cool kind of 80s retro label on it. But look at the tub. That thing is gorgeous. That is so pretty. And it gets darker in the center and it kind of gets, brighter on the outside. Look at that. Look at that. There's just something about presentation to me that means a lot. And it's one of the things that I really love about APR, man. The presentation of these tubs. It's just gorgeous. And the nice thing about this tub is it's nice and wide too. It's slightly wider than this, than the APR tub. And it definitely has a nice mouth. So you're going to be building up, you're loading your brush super easy with this thing. Definitely if you have a Target near you, you can check on the Target website. It'll generally tell you if there's any in stock within your area, or you can change the zip code and it'll tell you other locations nearby that might have a specific product in store. But just look up Cremo. If you scroll down, eventually you should see like the shaving cream gift set is what it's under. And it should tell you if there's anyone nearby that you can go ahead and take a gander at. But I do see often a lot of people will see, I kind of go back and forth. There's some days where I like to definitely match my soap with my aftershave. There's other days where I like to be completely different. Or there's other days where I don't like my soap to have a strong scent and I want to just embrace the aftershave. Or I don't use an aftershave because I love the smell of the soap. It just kind of depends on how moisturizing the soap is for me. If I'm going to choose to use an aftershave or not, or a balm or what have you. If it's moisturizing enough, if it tones up my face, especially if it's got menthol, sometimes I won't use an aftershave just because it's got that nice, that strength, that moisturization, that toning effect that I need, which is what I'd be using my aftershave for anyway. And there's some like Ozymandias, for instance, with APR. It's so moisturizing. It's got such a unique scent. APR is so good with their scents that I don't really have anything that really matches that unless I were to get the aftershave itself. So sometimes I won't use anything with those. But anyway, thought this was a great shave. I'm going to go ahead. I know it's night. I'm not going anywhere. Well, unless we go to IHOP. Oh, man. Don't miss out on this stuff, too. If you guys can ever find this on a deal, get some of it, because I think you'll be very very impressed with the scent profile of the EDT. It's just bourbon and oak. They've got other scents as well. But back when I was first starting out, my goal with the wet shaving thing was to layer my scents so that when I walk around, people would just be like, man, that guy's got a great scent profile. He just smells awesome. Like sometimes, when you're going through the mall and a guy walks by or a girl walks by and you're like, they smell great. They smell fantastic. How do they do that? That's what I wanted. And I never really had that. Wet shaving kind of provided that to me about layering my scents, getting these complex scent profiles that make you mysterious and interesting. I really like it. And then I usually will take this before meetings at work, and I'll rub a little bit on my wrists. I'll dab a little bit on the back of my neck. And this smells incredible. I mean, it's the exact same scent as the EDT, so it's nice to layer those scents on. They just need to come out with an aftershave. Cremo, aftershave. But I'm going to be posting this to YouTube. I'm also going to be sharing this on here for 24 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope there was something interesting. Dakota, what's up, my buddy? But I hope you guys saw something that was interesting. What I plan on doing here soon, this week, 2 things. I'm going to be posting a video about my slant, my new NeoGam. Let me go ahead and pull that over here. Some of you were asking about it on the Facebook groups. Talk about a true slant. This doesn't torque the blade at all. That is a slant. And you just take it, and actually, this is the funny thing, when I was using this the other day, it comes down perfectly. And there's no manipulating it. It gets that line just perfect. It's kind of hilarious how well that works. But on the neck, it's kind of an interesting thing. It's a little bit tricky. Going against the grain, though, it's a super comfortable razor. It's got a feather in it right now, but I mean, super comfortable. No, man, you're good. Glad to see you stopping by. But really excited to use the NeoGam in an upcoming video. Then I'm also going to be posting my opinions on 2018 as far as soap releases, things I tried, things that surprised me, things that I absolutely loved, like my top 3 or 5 soaps, scents, aftershaves, brushes, artisans. I'm also going to be doing a thing on some of my disappointments for 2018, which I think is important to keep things in perspective. Things that you thought would be incredible that just kind of fell a little flat for you, or things that people really have a tendency to hype up and they just don't really go anywhere. But yeah, man, Yost, let's do a live shave soon. I'm game. I'm always game. Same with you, Dakota. If you want to do that, then we'll totally have to do that as well. But I will catch you guys later. Enjoy the video. Let me know what kind of content you'd like me to go ahead and keep posting and talking about. Be happy to do that. But shave on, guys. Have a good night.